What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Daniel, and welcome back to your video. Today, I'm doing race 6 for the 2024 Wawa 250. Let's go ahead and just jump straight into it. This weekend, the NASCAR Xfinity Series has a 2.5-mile racetrack known as Daytona International Speedway, a track that creates a lot of chaos, sometimes controversy, some big wrecks, some big flips, and sometimes some really awesome and exciting finishes. The last time we ran here at Daytona International Speedway, we saw Austin Hill pick up his first win of the 2024 season. He'll be looking to pick up his third win of 2024 this weekend at Daytona. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. But before we go ahead and jump into picks, let's take a look at the weather for this weekend. So the weather for this weekend isn't looking the most promising. It's going to be 84 degrees high with 75 degrees as a low with a 70% chance of thunderstorms. It looks like those day progresses and goes on. The weather will be looking to improve. So by the time the race starts, the weather should look a lot better. But it does look gloomy throughout the whole entire evening. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. For those who are new to the channel, here's how picks work. I usually do 2 suck picks, 2 drivers I expect to struggle throughout the weekend who will not have a good run. I do 2 underdog picks, 2 drivers under front equipment or good this track and not the best equipment who I think are going to run really well this weekend. And I do my winner's pick, the driver I think is going to win the race overall. And then I do the drivers you need to watch out for. Usually for Xfinity, I got 4 drivers you need to watch out for, but because we're here at Daytona, I got 5 drivers you need to watch out for instead of 4. So now, let's go ahead and jump into picks. Who are my suck picks for the 2024 Wawa 250? My first suck pick for this weekend at Daytona is the driver of the 9 car for Junior Motorsports, Brandon Jones. Brandon Jones has been very unlucky at super speedways throughout his NASCAR Xfinity Series career, and I think the bad stretch is going to continue. He's been involved in a lot of wrecks and a lot of incidents. I believe he crashed out in the race earlier this year. He crashed out, I believe, at Talladega. I don't think he's going to have a good run. I think he's going to get caught up in some major incidents and some major wrecks, and sadly, I don't think Brandon Jones is going to run very well this weekend at Daytona. My second suck pick for this weekend at Daytona is the driver of the 1 car for Junior Motorsports, Sam Mayer. Sam Mayer has been either checkers or wreckers this year. He's had 2 wins, but he's also had like 7 or 8 DNFs so far this year. And I think Sam Mayer is going to get caught up in some incident, in some wreck. Remember, last year he actually flipped upside down, which took him out of a chance and an opportunity to go to victory. I think Sam Mayer is going to get caught up in an incident and wrecked by the end of the event. We've seen JRM kind of collapse during these races. I think Sam Mayer will not have a great run. I think he will unfortunately end up struggling this weekend at Daytona. And now we're going to go ahead and jump on the underdog picks for the Wawa 250. Who are my underdog picks? My first underdog pick for this weekend at Daytona is a driver of the 48 car for Big Machine Racing, Parker Kligerman. Parker Kligerman has quietly had a pretty solid season. He's currently, I believe, in the top 10 in the regular season standings, has had a lot of top 10s and a couple top 5s so far. And Parker Kligerman has been pretty good at super speedways. Remember, 2 of his 3 Truck Series wins have come at Talladega, which is very similar, of course, to Daytona. I think Parker Kligerman is going to have a really strong run this weekend at Daytona International Speedway. I think he's going to have a chance and opportunity at potentially getting a win, and we could see Parker maybe get his first career NASCAR Xfinity Series victory this weekend at Daytona International Speedway. My second underdog pick for this weekend at Daytona is a driver of the 27 car for Jordan Anderson Racing, Jeb Burton. Jeb Burton is one of the most underrated super speedway drivers in the NASCAR Xfinity Series field. He's got 2 Xfinity wins in the Xfinity, but both of them have come as super speedways at Talladega. And he's been up front in contention at Daytona in the past, going back to 2019 where he had one of the fastest cars in that event. I think Jeb Burton is going to be a major threat for this win. We saw 2 of the Jordan Anderson cars finish inside the top 5 earlier this year. I think Jeb Burton is going to be a major threat and a pretty strong contender to potentially get his first win of 2024 this weekend at Daytona. And now we'll go ahead and jump on the winner's pick for the 2024 Wawa 250. Who am I picking to win? My pick is pretty much a no-brainer. This guy's won the last 2 spring races at Daytona International Speedway and is considered to be the best super speedway racer maybe since Dale Jr. raced in Xfinity at super speedways. I am picking the driver of the 21 car for Richard Childress Racing, Austin Hill, to pick up his 3rd win of 2024 and join Shane Van Gisbergen with 3 wins this season. Austin Hill has been very, very good this year. on super speedways, but has been very unlucky at tracks, of course, like Talladega, where he had arguably the fastest car, and other tracks throughout the year. While they haven't had the same pace and speed on other types, we know how good Austin Hill is on super speedways. I think he's going to be a major threat and major contender, and I think he will get his third win of 2024 this weekend at Daytona International Speedway with Richard Childress Racing. And now we'll go ahead and jump on the drivers you need to watch out for this weekend at Daytona. Who should you have your eyes out on? The first driver to watch out for this weekend at Daytona is the driver of the 2 car for Richard Childress Racing, Jesse Love. I almost picked Jesse Love to win this weekend because Jesse won the last Super Speedway race at Talladega, and he arguably had one of the fastest cars at Daytona and probably should have won Atlanta earlier this year as well. Jesse's been struggling a little bit as of late, but I think Jesse is going to have a really strong and great performance this weekend. And I think this could be the race where it really turns a corner after a little bit of struggling as of late. I think Jesse Love has a really good chance and opportunity to get his second career Xfinity Series win this weekend at Daytona. The second driver to watch out for this weekend at Daytona is a driver of the 97 car for Kaulig Racing, Shane Van Gisbergen. I usually don't pick SVG as one to watch on ovals, but SVG has been pretty fast on the super speedways in the Xfinity Series this year. He finished 11th at Daytona, finished third at Atlanta, and also had a top 5 car a lot of that race at Talladega before unfortunately having fueling issues and fueling problems. I don't think that's going to happen this time. I think SVG is going to have a really good car, plus Kaulig Racing Super Speedway program has always been very, very good. I think Shane Van Gisbergen will have a really great run. I could see him getting his 4th win of 2024 this weekend for sure. The third driver to watch out for this weekend at Daytona is a driver of the 7 car for Junior Motorsports, Justin Allgaier. Justin Allgaier is the defending winner of the summer race here back last year, and Justin Allgaier is a pretty underrated super speedway racer. I think Allgaier, how fast he's been, he just picked up the win in Michigan. Remember, they're running a super speedway-like package. I think Justin Allgaier will have a great chance and opportunity to get his 2nd straight win and his 3rd win of 2024, which would be his 26th career Xfinity Series victory if he got it done. I think Justin Allgaier is going to be a major threat and contender, and I think we'll have a great chance and opportunity to pick up his 3rd win of the season. The 4th driver to watch out for this weekend at Daytona is a driver of the 18 car for Joe Gibbs Racing, Sheldon Creed. Sheldon Creed's coming off finishing runner-up once again, and the last time he ran in Daytona, just like Michigan, he finished in a runner-up position. He also announced recently he's going to be going to Haas factory team for 2024, so he's got a lot of momentum currently at the moment. He came very close to winning the summer race last year. I think that Sheldon Creed is going to have a really strong run, and I think he'll be a major threat and contender to potentially get his finally that 1st career NASCAR Xfinity Series victory this weekend at Daytona International Speedway. And a 5th final driver that I think you should watch out for this weekend at Daytona is a driver of the 98 car for Stewart-Haas Racing, Riley Herbst. Riley Herbst, yes, did end up crashing out at Michigan this past week, but I think the 98 team has been very strong and very, very fast. I've seen the pace and speed from them racing on super speedways. He will, of course, won Indianapolis, which ran a super speedway-like package. I think Riley Herbst is going to have a very strong run. I think he's going to be super quick and fast, and I think Riley Herbst have a really great chance and opportunity to potentially get his 2nd win of 2024 this weekend at Daytona International Speedway. So, those are my race picks for the 2024 Wawa 250. Just a reminder, my suck picks are Brandon Jones, Sam Mayer. My underdog picks are Park Kligerman, Jeb Burton. My winner's pick is Austin Hill. And the ones to watch out for, Jesse Love, Shane Van Gisbergen, Justin Allgaier, Sheldon Creed, and Riley Herbst. Those are my race picks. So that is going to be it for the Race 6 video for the 2024 Wawa 250 at Daytona International Speedway. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, and if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support me on Patreon as well. And let's go below that and comment your picks below for this weekend at Daytona. Let me know your suck picks, let me know your underdog picks, let me know your winner's pick, and let me know your drivers you're watching out for this weekend at Daytona. Let me know your picks in the comments below. There won't be any more content dropping later today because I'll be at work. Tomorrow on the channel, though, we'll have a NASCAR news video discussing news over the course of the last couple days coming up in the morning. I also most likely have any other major news breaks. Like the appeal process, we'll probably discuss that here as well. We're, of course, going to have the Xfinity Series race review coming out on Friday night if the weather cooperates. And there's going to be a silly season update talking about drivers like Shane Van Gisbergen, Haley Deegan, maybe Carl Edwards, Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, you name it. We'll talk about all those drivers potentially in this episode as well, along with Bubba Wallace potentially as well. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.